Okay, so let's get started making these penguins. Pineapple has come to say hello. Make sure I have everything I need here. Let's see if my rice is in here. So it's all the same types of materials, and I'm going to use the socks because I have an abundance of the white socks for the bodies on the penguins. I'm also going to use the orange foam for beaks and feet. Alright, and if you want to put flippers on them, you can use the flippers. Now, got snowman egg. The other night when I told you I was making the bodies for the snowman, I'm going to use these I think in the live. So let me just show you what I have here. So I made the snowman bodies, and they're in here. Now the penguin is different, where the snowman is a little more like a butternut squash, right? And with the penguin, the head is going to be more towards the top, and it's going to have a very, it's going to have an elongated body. So I got my scented rice here, and I use the essential oils. I do want to add some more rice, but right now I'm just going to show you. So I'm going to start with a smaller sock for the penguin. I'm going to use these 4 to 6 crew right now. My supplies. Okay, so I have this size, okay? The 4 to 6 crew is what I'm going to start with. And we're going to cut this right about here. Okay? So it's like right above the heel. Oh, I moved all of my crafting supplies and stuff because of the holiday, and now I need everything, so. So I'm just going to cut like that, right? And then we're going to do the same type of thing. We are going to turn them inside out and get our elastic bands. Okay, so we're going to use the black and it goes where it'll be shown, but we don't have to worry about where it's not going to be shown. Okay, so same kind of thing as the snowman. You just grab it together, and I usually put it at least 3 times, making sure all the ends are in, and then I go on around another time. Okay, and now I've got some fishing line. So I'll just take my fishing line and just wrap it around. A little slippery. I'll just tie it 3 times. So then I'm just going to cut the excess. Alright, and turn the sock inside out. Now I guarantee you this is going to be a small snowman. You can use the other part of the sock and have I could bottom like use the no-shows, and they would work well. So I'm going to show you how you would do one of them. And these are not exactly the full no-show, okay? But for these, I would still use it to here, and I guarantee you it would be good. So I'm going to show you how to do that on this type of sock. For a bigger penguin, and you'll see the difference. Okay, so what we want to do next is fill our sock, right? So what we're going to do first is grab our, that's my little pourer, and I'm probably going to need to get more rice to do the bigger one. I have a huge bag of rice. And then I'll just, like I said, I'll put some oils in it.
Is there rice in this?
Mm-hmm. What I do is, I just grab like the bigger ones, I grab like a pint glass. I try to do it, it smells good. Essential oils. Okay, so even the smaller socks will go on the pint glass and they'll get you started. Push it down. Push it down. And that's about what I'm going to be able to do right there. And then you carefully take this and you just try to get the rice to the bottom, and I'm just going to add a little more. This is going to be a little baby penguin. Okay, and again, you're not going to have to worry about the top, so you can use any color band because he's going to have a little hat on. So make sure you tap down this and go around. Okay. Now we're going to put the fishing line on. Okay, so actually thought I had a piece of fishing line. Okay. So let's get our scissor. And I usually wrap it around once like that, and then I will pull it really tight, go around the other way, pull it really, really tight, and then do it one more time. Pull it very tight. Okay, then we're going to trim off our excess. And actually, I have a little rice that seeped up before okay. So now, for the penguin's head, we're going to go up further and shape his head. So we're going to kind of go up here, and he's going to have a white face, remember, so let me grab one of the black bands. And I'm going to make it around twice, but we're going to put it up here, you see, so he looks more like a kind of a peanut. A real peanut. And then I'm also going to just grab a little fishing line. And that's all I'm going to do there. I'm going to cut these off. Okay. And I'm going to keep his body elongated, not squish him up like the snowman. I'm also going to trim up a little bit off of the top. Okay. All right, let's see if we have enough for our bigger penguin. Now this one, again, we don't have to tie off the bottom because it's a different kind of a sock. So I'm just going to go in there. Definitely. So this is a not such a see-through sock as that little one, but that's going to have the white on it, so I'm not too worried about that. And if it was, I could actually use a black marker to color in some of the white places, but you see how this is better. So I'm going to put a little more rice just to top him off, and then, okay. So what I will do is now in the meantime, while we're waiting, I'm going to show you what I plan to use instead of felt for the white. Okay, these are going to work fine. You can do a heart-shaped face, or you can do just a circle, and you can just put. Okay, so Jimmy's going out. He's going to get some felt, so I don't have to go running through the storage sheds or up in the third floor. So I'm going to we'll just get the bodies ready, and then I guess I'll go try to upload the Dollar Tree video. Alright, and before I okay, so let me get another black band. So I go like this. Like I said, I'm going to go up further, so it's going to look kind of more like a peanut than a butternut squash. And we're going to leave the bottom. You see how that's much, more elongated. And then I'm going to take some fishing line, and we're going to
Ethan.
Close the door.
Be quiet. Don't see the video. You can't talk.
Yes. So then I'm going to take my fishing line and I'm going to tie off the top, and I'm going to then go around and tie off the bottom of the head. Okay, to tie that really tight. And then grab your fishing line and put it around the bottom of your head here.
Mommy, can I have any of these?
Whatever. Whatever. So tie it around the bottom of your head. And then I'm just going to go around once more. And tie that off, and I'm going to cut it. Okay, and then I'm going to trim this. Okay, so we're going to just get our we're going to wait for our white felt. Now, with this guy, once he has his white felt on him and a scarf and a hat, you're not really going to notice that, but if I want to go ahead, I'll show you what I can do that will take care of this. Just get a black Sharpie, okay? And all that you have to do is grab your black permanent marker, and you see how I just go down and it colors it? So wherever that is not going to be covered with the, that's going to just fill in any of that white. And you can give them wings too if you want. So most of it will be covered, but like all of this in the front is going to be covered. I don't even want to bother you that. But just so you see, see? Just so you see. So it's not the end of the world. A lot of the little kids cruise. But I think that's why these work better, honestly. And they have them in the children's size. If I was to use this part, this would make a small penguin that would be very, you'll see, here I can show you just how much better the bottom of even the crew sock would work to make a little baby penguin. Okay, so I'm just going to show you. Okay, this is the same sock as this one, and you see how it doesn't show at all. Much better. I'm just add a little more rice to this while I'm at it, and we'll do two different babies. Okay, so just tap that down a little bit, make sure all the rice is on the bottom, and we will go around and around and around, and then I always put two, and then I put the fishing line. There, and so we have, there we go. like that, and then we're going to trim this off on top a little. Make sure all of this band is down. Okay, and then we're going to see, I don't know if I have that, I have to get a black band. And if you didn't have a black band, you could actually take a white one and use the Sharpie on it if you ran out. So I'm just going to again grab his head up higher than I would with the snowman. Okay, and no, I'm going to be able to wrap around twice, so I'm just going to wrap it up higher. A little bit lower. Okay, and then I'm going to tie it off with our fishing line. Trim it up. And there we have our the bowling balls. You know, they look more like bowling balls, penguins, right? Okay. Instead of peanuts, bowling balls. So we have our 3 there. We'll wait for the, We'll wait for the felt and then continue. But you know, you can use your foam for the feet, and you can just trace a set feet on your yellow foam. I actually have a textured foam too that I got from the Dollar Tree that's a little sturdier. So I don't know if I'm gonna use that, but you can just, you know, make some penguin feet and we'll hot glue them on, and a penguin little beak, and we'll be good to go. And we're going to use googly eyes, or you could use the black eyes, but I'll be back soon and finish this. Okay, so Jenny's back with the felt, and what we're going to do is we're going to cut out one piece. Now you can try to, you know, draw a template, but you know, don't have the patience for that. So I see that I'm just going to start head here and belly down here, and I'm just going to draw a freehand. So just I can actually kind of bring it over. Be a shape like that, okay? And I'm going to cut it out. So I have that. I'm going to glue it on there, and then what I'm going to show you is that I can do googly eyes, or I can do these kind of eyes, black eyes, or I can do a googly eye. See which one I like better. That would be the black eye, right? Or I do a googly eye. So I do a googly eye, depending on which you like better. I may do a variety. Kind of like the black eyes there. We do a little bow tie here, but we're going to do a scarf. And then we're going to put some buttons. So you can do buttons, you can do pom-poms. I might do some pom-poms, I don't know, let me see. What if we did some red and green? Those might look cute if we do the if we put the red hat. I think those would look cute. We could go with a little red hat. We could do the little scarf. So you'll see. And then we're going to do the orange beak. But we're going to do a little bit different. We're going to do actually going to cut just a little triangle shape, and then I'm going to fold it. And just make it a little shorter. Like that, and then the scarf and the hat, and this guy, like I said. So I'm just going to take this sock and I'm going to cut it. Since I'm going to try to use some of this with the scarf, and his head's a little smaller, and I could put the pom-pom on, but I might just glue a pom-pom onto the top. I'll show you, so that I can use this with the scarf. So I'm going to cut it like right here. Actually, right there. And then I'm going to roll it up, cut this loose. Cut this loose one here, and then I'm going to see, I think we would still have, let me see how this is going to look. Can you see that? So, yeah, we can still do the pom-pom right on this. So here's how we do this again. Remember, I put a little, so while we're waiting for that, let's make our pom-pom and the hat. So take our little bit of fluff, and we're going to wrap our rubber band and usually around here I'll get it around 3 times. Okay. I think they look so much better with that little bit of fluff in there. Okay. So we have our glue gun, and I'm trying to raise this up a little bit for you guys. And put them on there. Okay, how's our glue going? Okay. So what I'm going to do, then pull these out for a minute. I'm going to put that there. And there. Okay, now we're going to glue his eyes. So I'm going to put a bead of glue there, just so that these pins stay put. Even though this is not a child's toy. I just don't want the pins coming out anywhere. You don't want to step on those, right? So, got our pins in there. And I'm just going to grab just a bead of glue under there. And, little pom-poms. And if you want it to be perfect, grab a template, but over here we deal with the perfectly imperfect. So there's that. Now, you got the little guy's hat. Or you could leave it, depends on how you want it, okay? We are going to glue it when we get it how we want it. I think I want to roll down a little bit, leave a little bit of the roll there in the front, and I'm going to glue that now. So I'm just going to lift up there and then press it down. And then I'm going to go over on the side. Press that down. Roll up a little. Press that down. And I'm going to go on the back and press that down. Okay. So there's our little thing. Now we've got to make his scarf, right? So where's our little pack of felt? I won't even ask how much. But I think I'm just going to try a scarf like this. I'm going to cut some long fringe. Let's see how that's going to look. Okay, I've got to cut some fringe here. Needs a lint roller. think I have to fold that in half because it's I think I want to put some glue on there to fold that in half there. So that it stays. Not wanting to cooperate. There we go. I'm kind of move this to the side. And okay, Mr. Penguin. I think I'm going to put a dab of glue as soon as I get this lint off. Put a dab of glue there, and then I'm going to probably add like an embellishment. So that's what I'm going to do. Get my fringe out. I'm going to put a little dab of, add another pen in here. And I'll add some glue right there. And I'll take this down so that it stays. Would you believe that's not holding that? How could that be? There we go. Okay, so we'll put that there, and then I have those rhinestone thingies. We have a snowflake one, but we have some of these, and I might take one. Let me see if we have green or something. Blue. Or I have the snowflakes. Here, and I have the green here. Hold on a minute. There's green. This might look nice. The green might look cute there. Or I have a snowflake design. I'll probably use the snowflake there. And I'm just going to glue that and not even worry about using the sticker. Tiny tab of glue there. Tiny tab of glue there. I'll worry about cutting the glue strings in a minute. So got that. We're going to want to add a little embellishment to the hat, so usually we can put a little bell up here. And we can either use a snowflake here or a I think I'm going to use this. right there. And now we've got to do his little beak. So where did I put? So let me make sure that this is, I'm going to want to just go right there with the dotted blue. And there's our penguin. Now I have to get his, we get your little lint roller, don't we? And your little lint roller. Cut your little glue strings. Oh, we've got to make his little feet. Okay. So hopefully you're seeing him right there. I'm going to make him some little feet. Again, I'm just going to, oh, and then we've got wings, yeah. Let's see, so freehand them. I'll show you, so we're just gonna put some little flippers there on the bottom. And use felt if you want. I'm just going to use those, so I'm just going to make sure he is lint free, and I'm going to kind of, so I want them to show, so they've got to go like that, so okay, right there. Oh shoot, I glued it on the wrong side. Oh my goodness. And I even said to myself, don't glue it on the wrong side. I think it'll still be okay. It will be okay. Alright, and let's do this one on the right side. We'll do this one. Okay. Now, you can put some wings if you want there. So you would just take some black felt, cut out like a wing shape. Kind of like this, and you can put the wing, and if you want to accent it, you can put a piece of white inside, which is what we're going to do. So I'm just going to use this as a guide so I get one that's exactly the same. Oh. Okay, and then I'm just going to take some of this white. Okay, so then you got, now put your black to your white. Trim it if necessary. The white should be a little smaller. Glue that to your little penguin. Like that. Okay, that's one. And what I'm going to do, I'll show you, since again with the marker, since that black, the top is showing a little white here. I'm just going to go over the very top there to make it black. And then I'm going to glue I'm going to grab his other wing. So this time I'm going to just make sure that that white is under there. And I'm going to tap that. It's about the right. Okay, and there you have the little penguin. I have to clean him up a little bit. There is the penguin. So we got the penguin and the snowman. And I'm going to finish the other little ones in much the same way. And I'll show them to you. Isn't he cute? Yes, oops, I have my little guy like that. So he's glued on there. And I'm not sure, what if I do a googly eye on this guy? I'm going to do a googly eye just to show you the difference, right? So, okay, so I'll grab my glue gun and make two little eyes, and I'll glue the Google eyes on. Come on. So we've got our googly eyes, right? Okay, and then we'll use, I do have something here that might, here's my beak. So, a little triangle beak. Glue there. Okay, and then what do we need? How about just that we do some buttons? Buttons or which we could use up there or here, which is pretty cute. So what we do is we just take this twisty, make sure it's twisted good on the bow, and we just cut it like there. And so let's see, do I want to put that there or do I want to put that there? It actually looks pretty darn cute right there. If I do it, what about if I do it, because the jingle bell is there, under the jingle bell. We could do it on hand. You could also have done it, you know, like right there. That actually looks cute too if you didn't do the fringe and did it. There's a lot of different things you could do. I've got the red as well. Now this is just a little big for this little one right here, but that's something you can do as well. I found a smaller one. Let me see. This one actually looks pretty cute. But, all right, so I'm going to use these, I think. Green. So we got red and green, right? And then for his hat, being that we did red and green, and under the brim, and hold the hat, well, you can still glue it, but just hold it on to while you, and that does work. It is holding on the little hat. Cute. And with the brim, just going over that. So that's pretty cute. Now, I got him like that. I don't even really need to glue that one. I could if I want, being that it's not a child's toy and it's, okay. Now let's see if we want one of those. Here's the bows that we had. I keep losing all my stuff. And a little, what if I did a little green? A little green stuff on this one. Let's see. I made some fringe, and then I'm going to fold this in half. I'm wondering if I can get away without having to hot glue it until I get to the end. Let's see. I may have to trim this. It looks like I do. So I'm just going to trim this up and do the fringe up further. So I'm going to trim that up there and trim that up there. And then I'm going to put the fringe. Give it the fringe treatment, and then over here I will add the hot glue right there. cute he is. And we're going to want to add something right there. I was going to add the bow and I couldn't find the bow. But I might be add the bow to the hat. I just have two bows. I probably locked them down somewhere. Probably under something. And here's a little green bow. Okay. We'll add that right up there for that guy's little hat. Either that or we can add it down here. But I think right there on the side is where I'm going to add it. See how cute that looks. And there's the little penguin. And we've got to add some little wings. So that's about right. So I'll just use this one as a guide to make our other one a little smaller side. There's my other wing. There it is. I'm going to glue my black to my white before I forget. And then glue. See? Okay, so there's a big one and a small one. I'm going to finish the other little one, and I hope that you try them. Can you see them? Yes. Okay. I hope you try them. Okay, so here they are all done, and I hope that you like them and try them and let me know. Send me, if you're on Instagram, tag me on Instagram. I have them on my Instagram account, and that's Mommy Railing's blog on Instagram. And I said I'm going to try to do a live crafting with you either, maybe tomorrow or Sunday. So I'll see how that goes. We're doing snowmen and penguins. So get your supplies ready, and thanks for watching.